I don't have to explain to y'all how Chicago is and the type of people that live in Chicago and come from Chicago and the type of shit that they do. Um, a cameraman was robbed by Tay Savage. That's what he's saying. And I don't know, it's a couple elements to this situation that kind of concern me. If you don't know who Tay Savage is, I actually kind of like sparked Tay Savage. What do I mean by that? Tay was a guy that was known in the hood for, putting in work and doing shit. He been known for like bullying and robbing people. And I ended up doing some interviews with Tay. And I ended up doing a Chirac Street Legend on Tay years ago. Tay was actually locked up. And I tell Tay, like, when you get out, you're already clouded up. You should rap. Tay gets out and he starts rapping, and then he starts, getting some traction or whatever. He starts gaining traction. Tay ended up getting hot, and then Tay ended up getting locked back up. Now, Tay got interviews with, like, Say Cheese. Who else he got interview with? I want to say he might have an interview with Vlad. I know he got one with Say Cheese. Oh, 16 shot him. I know he got one with 16 shot him too. Probably a couple more people. But long story short, he ended up getting locked up. So he gets locked up. His buzz completely dies down. He gets out, and ain't nobody thinking about Tay Savage no more, right? So his value has dropped, and now he's allegedly back in the hood, robbing cameraman and shit like that. Which I'm assuming he's basically said, fuck rap. If you're setting up and robbing cameraman, then you basically said fuck rap. And from my understanding, he went to prison for some stuff like that. First and foremost, Tay, you got $7,000 worth of merchandise. We both know that $7,000 ain't worth going back to prison for. Right? I hope it's not. Because if $7,000 is worth you going back to prison, your life don't mean much, and you can't give too much of a fuck about your kids. Just to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You robbed a citizen. So you saying snitch K and calling him a rat is crazy. Because what he supposed to do, Tay? What he supposed to do? Slide on you with the guys? Hell no. He gonna do what citizens do. Motherfucker gonna put the police on you. Straight up. That is what it is. Being an interviewer or any type of cameraman, videographer in the city of Chicago, and really anywhere when you're dealing with niggas, is dangerous. Ray Money Vision was the perfect example of that. And you had a couple of them that have died, for real, that motherfuckers just ain't know like that. But a couple people have died, Ray Money Vision was the perfect example, though. Lizelle Sama tried to he did set Ray Money Vision up to get robbed. Ray Money Vision ended up getting shot, and he ended up shooting somebody and killing somebody. And he said in one of his interviews, he said, when you doing this, when you interviewing or you doing videography, make sure that you got something on you. And I definitely agree with that. Don't go out there butt naked. And then make these guys send you money. Make these guys send you a deposit before you even go out there. And then make sure you got some security. And then make sure you in a location that you feel comfortable with. Going to these guys' locations is very, very, very dangerous. Because it might not even be like, it might not even be that they got malicious intent towards you. Y'all might be in a video shooting and some of their ops come through spraying that motherfucker up. They can't protect you, gang. They can't. I just think that a motherfucker should be thankful that they just got robbed, but they left with their life, Real talk. Again, I don't know what I don't know what you're doing, gang. Like, you got to be the said fuck the rap game, because who gonna deal with you now? That this man to put this out there? Who gonna deal with you? Then now you got the Reddit people on your ass. You know they don't play. Which brings me to my next topic. They saying that Tay Savage snitched when he was 19. Now, I read the paperwork. I'm not going to read the paperwork on this video. What I am going to do is I'm going to, paraphrase what was being said in the paperwork. So what's being said is, and then I'll actually show it at the end of the video. Y'all can screenshot it and then y'all can read it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of in a rush. I'm doing something. What's being said is that the police got behind Tay and the older guy. And when the police got behind him, the older guy kind of threw the gun to Tay because everybody knows that, if you like a minor, then the police ain't going to fuck with you. But Tay wasn't no minor. Tay was 19 years old at the time, So the police ends up, like I said, stopping him. Tay gets out. Tay actually swung on one of the police officers and tried to get away and shit. Boom. The gun falls out. Tay gets caught with the gun. Tay goes to tell the people that, he basically dude gave him the gun or whatever. So they saying that like Tay snitched. Now, I don't know. It's a couple different ways you can look at that. Because one, I'm not taking no fucking charge for nobody. Don't throw your drugs or your guns on me when the police get behind us. But if I knowingly accept your drugs and your guns, the police get behind us, and you tell me, hey, man, shit, hold this. And I get it, and all right, cool, I got you. Now, I'm accepting responsibility for whatever it is that you gave me. So if I get caught with this, boom, I'm not supposed to say nothing. So I'm going to put the paperwork up here, and y'all tell me whether y'all feel like he snitched or not. But I'm going to say this, like I said, I think that it's crazy for him to call out a damn cameraman on some snitch K, rat K type shit. Like, come on, bro. At the end of the day, that's a fucking citizen. That's a citizen gang. That ain't no gang banger. What he supposed to slide on you and get some get back? We gotta stop expecting or hoping or wanting or thinking or that motherfuckers is supposed to react and do what people ain't gonna live how you live, gang. You can't expect motherfuckers to live how you live. That's crazy. Niggas be in the streets and think everybody's supposed to live like that. Senior citizens, kids. Oh, you ain't supposed to tell. No, these are law-abiding citizens. These are the people that make the world go round. Remember, the lifestyle that you chose is destructive. The lifestyle that you chose is the lifestyle that's fucking everything up. You the reason why motherfucker can't progress. We got to stop thinking like that. That's crazy as hell. A citizen can't be a citizen no more. Real talk.